Ah, yes. Nothing quite like...
What you're saying, Austin? Just FYI. Hey, bub.
Hey!
What up?
What's up? What's up, cats? How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Well, aside from, you know, getting together to play D&D, we're doing pretty good.
Wait, we're playing D&D tonight? No way, Sniper!
Go figure, right?
You must excel in the workplace.
Boy, oh boy, if you only knew.
Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Must be Wednesday, right? Must be Wednesday, that's right. I get to change all the cameras around because none of them are right.
Of course not. That would be easy.
Right.
So, Sniper, why don't you like Rosé?
Because it tastes tastes like a really crap beer.
What?
Fair
What
enough.
beer? What beer is that?
He's talking about these, the Angry Orchard Rosé flavor. I would say it tastes like a shitty beer, but it's not meant to be a beer.
Well, no, it tastes like beer mixed with, you know, kind of really lousy red wine.
Okay. That I could see.
Wow. Annie, thank you so much, man.
I
my
see.
God,
Thank him. You
Look
get
at this
good
guy.
shit.
Look at this guy, man. This little babby face. Look at him.
Oh shit, you can get Psychonauts for free.
It took me so long to figure out who the fuck you were talking about.
Oh shit!
Who doesn't have Psychonauts?
No, okay, so right now with Twitch Prime, you get Titan Souls, Cluster Truck, I Hope, Gone Home, High Hell, and Psychonaut.
Did you not do the voting thing that they had up for those?
I did, but I forgot that it existed. So
The first of the month is here to remind you.
I have all of them.
Yeah, I think I own pretty much all of them, but I added them to my
Great.
account anyway.
I don't have High Hell, and I've been waiting to get that, so that's
It's a good one. It's short, but it's good.
if
Like,
no one else
you'll-
has any of these others.
You'll complete that in about 90 minutes ish.
Ooh.
It's short.
I don't think I have any of those games, but of course I didn't really listen.
You should really play Gone Home. It's a good game. So
Gone
is
Home?
Psychonauts. Yeah, Gone Home. Mods can now update auto mod level. Ooh.
Yes, they are now capable of doing that. Okay, guys. Man, do we have some things to talk about since the last time we played.
Love hearing that.
Goodbye, sweet
Horses?
horses. Yeah, yes.
Moonmen.
Goodbye, horses. Man, I'm glad you went there with it.
The person delivering my food's name is Chubert.
No, it isn't.
Hold on.
I don't care if that's what their name is in the in the app. That's not their name. Do me a favor when they get there and ask them what their actual name is.
Is your name really Qbert?
I think he said Chubert.
Yeah, Chubert. Choobert.
Chubert. Yeah, that's Chubert. That's how you spell it.
That's a thing.
Yeah. All right. So, woo! All right. Let's talk about what happened last time, guys.
Can we not?
No, we're gonna do that thing.
Yeah, what happened last time? We got screwed.
Did you know?
Yes, we did.
Did you?
Yeah,
I have
the
a
fight is-
construction going on in my area, so if one of you guys wants to take it for today, that'd be awesome.
So basically, we start off the session where we left off after turning a birdman into a vegetable. We had walked through the doors, right? This was the last game, right? I'm not crazy. Okay, we walked through the doors, and we were gonna go claim our prize essentially, and then a very butthurt skeleton came and said, no, I was not pleased. Go fight this one. We're like, all right.
Whoa. He didn't say that he wasn't pleased. He said that
said
Adam
it was-
Marcus
he said it
wasn't pleased.
Well, then Adam Marcus is butthurt because he's mad that we turned his bird into a vegetable.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite it. I think that you're just kind of picking and
that's pretty
choosing.
close to it. That's what he said. He said it wasn't a fair fight.
Yeah, he said because he had no wits, it wasn't a fair
Yeah.
fight.
Because we slapped his fucking butt.
Austin, I hope you're never a parent. I hope you don't, like, I'm surprised that you're allowed to legally own animals. Like, if I'm being honest.
He's not allowed to buy them, but is allowed to have them through air.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
How
a lot of people were upset about that, man. A lot of people were pretty, like...
About him owning pets?
No. I mean, I'm regularly upset about that. More so
Birdman?
the Cardinal, the Avoral.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't a sad event. It was a very sad event. He thought that he was going to put up a fight.
It's also self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah,
get to start with a
we
reroll
were-
because it helped support one earlier in the stream? Just curious. Depends on how well they handle this recap. Yes.
Anyways, we were like, all right, we shall indulge you. We went back down the corridor. We went across the hall where he popped back up in his desk. And we were like, hi. We walked past him very awkwardly, and we walked into a room with a bunch of bridges, a bunch of spider silk, and a bunch of punji stick. And these aren't just, a nice sturdy wooden bridge. These are like the bridges at the playground that everyone fucking hates. Because every time you step on it, it turns around and flips you around. You're like, who would put this in a playground? Why would you put these above punji sticks?
Darwin put them there.
Weird ass motherfucker.
So, of course, because Darwin put him there, I was the first one to get on him.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep.
Absolutely. So Jacob was the first to get on the bridges and immediately was inverted.
Yes.
And while inverted, it came to pass that there was this creature crawling under the bridges, and it was impaling them from below. Managed to just barely go ahead and dodge one of those when all of a sudden it becomes apparent there was this giant spider out for our blood.
Man, Sniper, I thought you liked being on top. Doesn't this
Being
work
on
out?
top, but I don't like being on bottom.
Oh man. Yeah, this was a wild fight. This took you guys through a gamut of things. I thought it was going to go in my favor, if I'm being totally honest. Hell, I managed to poison and throw a man 30 feet down into a pit to be plunged upon punjies.
And then he willed himself off of them.
He didn't really will himself off of it. He used the power of his god to break the punjies. That's horrifying, for the record. That the man was like, nope, not today.
It was basically for 2 rounds he was sitting there struggling like, I can't move. And then it's like, I came down and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna help you, but I can't get you up. And he's like, all right, I'm tired of this shit. Basically casually got it up and just went, no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was
Stood up.
it was intense. Hell, he managed to fight you guys for a long while. It was nearly in his favor until we had a bit of a turnaround. What was the turning point in this combat?
I want to say that the turning point in this combat was Deia being flung
Don't talk about
across the fighting environment and Jacob managing to catch her mid-air and basically turn her into a flying, just a flying arrow platform.
So you caught a ballista, essentially.
Pretty much.
You managed to catch a ballista. That's true. It was sent soaring end over end, and you captured her via the legs over your shoulders. She narrowly dropped all of her arrows, but managed to save just a few. Now, interestingly enough, Deia managed to break the skeletal armor covering this creature. Probably, descriptively speaking, one of the nastiest creatures you fought to date.
Yeah.
They sounded pretty disgusting.
To date, as of this recap,
His armor wasn't even armor. It was armor made out of human skeletons and bone. Or, well, had skulls and bones. That's the words I was looking for.
Right, but mechanically speaking, it gave it an armor bonus.
Yeah,
It
but like
functioned
it was
more so like a shield than anything else.
Yeah, yeah, but it was legit human armor, dead human armor. Pretty grotesque.
Regardless, the fact that Deia was able to go ahead and blast all that armor off gave us some clear openings to knock it down and get it out of the fight.
Yeah, you guys managed to put just enough damage into this thing that you were able to best it. Which, for a lot of reasons, is, I would think is the most important aspect of this fight. Having Deia there to culpably put as much damage as she did, I feel like made the difference. Ulhime, for a lot of reasons, was moved to a point in the fight that made him somewhat useless. He was unable to be able to fight this thing in a one-on-one fight that would have helped a great deal, but pulling him away, you guys weren't really available to have the yielding buffs that he offered.
True.
So, what happened next when you fought this this creature? What was the next course of action?
You mean after we went ahead and annihilated it?
Yeah.
Got to the other side, managed to carry on, and we were given a lantern, you know, as our reward from Adamarcus. And that lantern was to direct us to our next goal in the test of the Burning Feather?
No, good guess. You guys were just finishing the test of the Smoking Eye. And
yeah.
the test that you were moving on to was the test of Resolve. It was the Trials of Resolve. Where did you end up? What did this lantern do, and where did you end up?
Oh, well, this lantern led us outside of the temple and back across the hellscape of flesh and very, very weird creatures, where we managed to find ourselves at this this field of pustules.
Yeah.
And through Deia's special eyes, or special eye rather, we were able to tell that some of these pustules were actually pustules of somehow good auras. And when we managed to go ahead and have her shoot one and pop one, we found out that it actually held the contents of a celestial inside that was slowly being digested, I suppose you could say. This pustule actually shot out two magical items, one of which we were able to manage to catch and turned out to be rather beneficial for Deia. But it also came to pass that the other item managed to zip end over end and land in the back of an abyssal basilisk.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
An abyssal basilisk. Yes. That's nasty.
Yeah, that happened. And if one abyssal basilisk wasn't enough, he went ahead and cocked up, roared out, and called 4 of his friends. Or was it 3 of his friends?
It was 3, I think.
Yep. So
3.
right now
it was 3.
Yeah, right now we're looking at 4 abyssal basilisks. And we're kind of up the creek without a paddle.
Sure. If the creek was actually Satan's asshole. Yeah. Do you even know what you're doing here? What is... Okay, so let's talk speculatively for a moment out of the game. What on God's green earth are you doing in Occipitus with a lantern in a plane of cysts? What could you be... Like, what could you even be doing?
Like, what's our end goal?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Our end goal is to go ahead and manage to free Celestia.
Okay, so you think you're freeing Celestia. What reason do you have that you believe you're freeing Celestia?
Well, that was the initial purpose. You know, the idea was we were told, hey, you know, if you go to this place and free this temple, you can go ahead and manage to pass this test and free Celestia, or at least that's what Jakob was getting out of it. Turns out that was a giant crock of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turns out that we're actually following the tasks set down to basically become the ruler of this utter hellscape.
Okay, all right. Deia, who was the previous ruler of Occipitus?
I don't know. I'm guessing it was probably the one who had the statue of him, the Orcus, in the temple. And,
Negative. It wasn't. You were actually told this by the mummy lord. He said that you have to do this for this person. Who was
was Adam Marcus.
It was
yeah,
Adam Marcus.
Marcus,
Yeah. And what do you recall? What do you recall of Adam Marcus? Who was he? What is his name? Can you give me any information about him?
The most prominent information I can remember is that we were the ones who freed. Well, the original Flurry was the one who freed him into the world in session 20, roughly, and he was chained up inside of a tomb, and we killed everybody around him, and then freed him. And I remember they did that, and I think he's the trickster god or the god of madness or something along the lines.
That's right. He is. He was the demon lord of madness. You guys freed the demon lord of madness. Now, why? Here, let's dial this back. I know not everybody can answer this, particularly Sniper and
yeah.
Ronald
I just want to point out I
win this.
wasn't there for this one. Okay, so
Correct.
all
You guys.
chat that wants to go ahead and blame me. I didn't do this.
It's somehow still your fault. It's fine. That's fine. You just sometimes you just have to accept responsibility for the Sniper. It just happens. Austin's eating. Klaus is MIA at this moment. So Deia, why was the demon lord of madness trapped? Why was a deity trapped?
I think they were trying to, maybe a previous party or someone was trying to keep him away from his original plane in order to try and, take over, but they couldn't do that with him there for whatever reason. I mean, most demons are stronger in their own plane anyways.
Sure.
So I'm guessing, my guess is that they took him out and trapped him in the material plane because it would be easier to finish their task in now Occipitus than it would have been with him there. But I'm not entirely certain.
So Adam Marcus was the previous ruler of Occipitus.
Yes.
He went to a side/pocket dimension in which your original cast and crew freed him. And now he was free to rove the material plane. What would he have to gain by roving the material plane? What is there to gain? More importantly, what kind of power would it take to put a demon deity in shackles?
Probably some kind of strong celestial power.
Okay.
It's not very common that you can trap deities. That's not something that really happens. But
I want to propose a question, and it's sort of like a seed that I want to plant here, just to see if you have mulled this over. What are the odds that the Demon Prince of Madness set himself up in this dimension? What would he have to gain by imprisoning himself?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to kink to shame the guy.
Well, if he's no longer the ruler of Occipitus, he can become the ruler of something else. So it could be he's trying to take over the material plane itself, or he's trying to find a new domain to rule over, new subjects. Because technically, where we're at, it's kind of a wasteland. So if there's nothing for him to gain here, then why not leave and find places where he can actually get worshipped and grow in power?
Okay, all right. What about you, Annie? What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't think?
Still, not commonly, but
I just meant particularly for this situation.
no, I don't think ever. But
Damn.
I'm pretty. I don't know what he chose to do, and I think it's more of I just need to know how to stop him than his intent.
All right.
As long as I can stop him from doing whatever it is he's trying to do, that's more along the lines of what I'm trying to
Makes sense.
do.
It makes sense. You have a goal in mind that you want to stop Adamarcus because it completely goes against your ways of life.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sunn, Austin, as one of the original players, knowing everything that I've just said, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Surely you have an opinion on this. Even if it's meme-filled, I imagine you have something. You're muted.
No, I'm not. Am I?
Not anymore.
Okay. I didn't have a joke till you said that I did, and
Okay.
I tried thinking of one, couldn't think of one.
Okay.
If he set himself up, I think he might have done it so he could have found a new group of adventurers to do his ploy or his bidding as he sees fit. Or maybe he could be having that Goku moment where he just wants a challenge. And if there was a group that was strong enough to unshackle him from his own binds, then if he watched over them as they progressed, eventually they would become good enough to fight him.
Sure. So, you guys have felt consistently like a pawn in some larger chess game. If I were to propose the idea that Adamarcus was another person playing this elaborate game of chess, would you believe it?
Mm-hmm. It's not my place to go ahead and try and discover the dictates of gods and so forth. I'm just here to go ahead and
Man, I don't know. I just work here, man.
I'm just here to go ahead and make sure my buddy survives. I'm trying to go ahead and, keep him from completely, utterly dying from self-sacrifice.
Okay. All right. So you went from a potential small, like you here's the scale and the scope of the things, and you're functioning inside of the bread box on a scope that's significantly smaller than just that. You're like, but my bro though, and Deia's like, the whole world, and you're like, no, but my bro though, and you're like, no, the whole world.
Well, to be fair, when it comes to Jacob, the world hasn't necessarily done much for him.
Sure, makes sense. Ulhime, would you like to counter with that with anything? Do you think that Jacob has just been one tossed lot that's been utterly forgotten by the world, and do you think that there's merit behind it? Or has he brought himself into his own reign of troubles, and it's been due?
I mean, from a character standpoint, no. Because, I mean, if that was the case, Ulhime wouldn't be there to begin with. Overall, though, I mean, it's one of those things where it's a consistent reminder, like, hey, like, we both get the situation that you're in. I'm also a part of it, so you can't just say that it's all you. Like, you're not the only one who's having that problem here.
Sure,
So
that makes sense.
So, I mean, at the same time, it's, yeah, Jacob is his primary focus, but at the same time, it's like, he's not going to just be like, yeah, the world isn't in trouble. It's like, there is a grand scope of things. So it's kind of like he's doing both, but the weight of where that goes is depending.
Baby steps. He's slowly, widening out his interests.
It depends on the situation of where he's putting that focus on. Am I going to save the world, or am I trying to save my friend?
Sure.
So that's like the hardest part to like teeter.
Right, and you're right. It is baby steps for certain. But Ulhime, there has to be a line, right? Like there has to be a line for you. I'm not asking Ronald out of game. I'm talking specifically to Ulhime. When and where is the line drawn? When Jacob Jacob kills a child? Jacob starts the Battle of Celestia versus Occipitous? That moment when? Something to consider. Now, I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm not trying to make anybody have any reason to dislike another person in game, but I feel like it's important to note so you don't forget your reasons for doing something. You have to have, like, there's a certain line of thought, right? There's consequences for your actions. There are repercussions for events that you tackle, and those consequences are here. Let's just not forget about those. Jacob isn't exactly the king of forethought. Am I wrong? Your silence is deafening.
Well, the only demonstrable moment of lack of forethought was him casting a spell in a crowded tavern and hitting somebody who is completely out of sight. If you want to go ahead and cite him starting the Fall of Celestia, he just showed up and a god cut his palm. So, yeah, I would argue that, you know...
Typical Jacob. Someone else's fault. Not his. Victim of circumstance? Sounds like Jacob. Oh, I love it. Where's Klaus? Klaus, get your ass in here.
His soul's dying somewhere else. Give him a bit.
Oh.
He'll respawn in a bit.
He's gonna respawn. Damn. Damn, I hope he's alright. Okay, alright.
Sometimes it takes a bit. He occasionally comes back after 3 days, but it's usually faster.
Yes, Christy, I read the message. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I will say that you guys have earned one luck reroll courtesy of Christy's subs. You will have your first luck reroll courtesy of Christy's subs.
Thank you very much.
She did the thing almost, I believe, single-handedly at this point. No, Misfortune subbed. If Misfortune is still here, Misfortune subbed.
And any resubbed.
Its resubs are great, but resubs unfortunately do not work. Jacob is the real evil, says a brand new person that's never seen this stream before in his life. Is it because of the way that he plays himself in recap, or perhaps it's the devilish mustache?
It's definitely the mustache.
Things to consider. So
we're gonna need a babyface sniper to go along with babyface, and you know what? Everyone shave your beards.
No.
Look, I know it's a lot to ask. I'll go ahead and do it first.
Oh, you mean you're gonna pluck that one curly hair on your neck?
I actually have to shave now.
Get the fuck out of here! I don't believe that for a second.
Okay, so it's now like if I go a week without shaving, I start to actually have hair. It's weird.
Sure, I'll believe it.
You got to be standing in the right light, and there's got to be kind of shadow.
No, I have actually black facial hair, so it's not that bad. It's not blonde like the rest of my hair.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, getting back on track.
I'm not gonna shave. Pretty sure Ronald's not gonna shave either.
All right, bub, just chop it all off in one go.
No. No, I'm sorry. You don't
do that. You can do the little hair too.
You don't have that kind of money. I know you don't. In fact,
Cam, I need something to happen.
I don't think so. I just don't think it's feasible. Wax it? Oh my god. You would quite literally be scalping the rest of my face. You would be facing me. Oh, no way. Good god.
Yeah,
it sounds
horrible.
horrible.
That person. They got it right.
No, thank you. Not waxing anything. All right. So in case you missed it, Ronald, Sniper, Innie, Red,
hello,
and Will.
Hi.
In Carrying Crown, a bane and a boon was met. They wishing welled enough reputation to pose a public vote. There were over 100 votes, and it came down to this. Our first Bane.
See, I knew that team would fuck something up.
Our very first Bane has come through. And I thought about this for a long time. I thought about something that I could put...
This just affects their game, right? Yep.
No, this affects all games.
No.
I thought about something for a long time. Something that I could do to put into this game to throw in a boon. And then last minute, they finished with a Bane.
Okay, is that supposed to preclude our boon?
No, you already have your boon, you just don't know it yet. And I'm not gonna fucking spoon feed it to you. So stop asking.
It's Deia. Deia's the boon.
Yes, Deia is your boon. She is your one savior in hell.
Does she got the boon? She do.
Can the boon be that I immediately hate all of my party members and decide to go on my own and kill all of my party members?
To be
Wake
fair,
up in the middle of the night like, I fucking hate everyone.
That's a boon.
To be
for
fair,
me.
you hated us from day one.
Julie!
Most of you, yeah.
Julie just donated $20 and says, wax it for me, Kappa.
Oh, see, now you have to wax it, bub.
No. All
right, chat, let's do it.
No.
Everyone, let's raise up money to get Bub to wax his beard.
But,
We'll go
interestingly
Brazilian
enough, the Bit Boss was defeated. Something's wrong with the Bit Boss's health. But for some reason, I'll keep running with it for the length of the night. I've got a sticky note this. The Bit Boss is sort of broken. If you guys beat the Bit Boss at its current health, you will get 1,000 reputation. Hello?
Yellow.
Is someone taping something?
Yeah, I am. Sorry. I was
Okay.
taping a show.
A shoe?
No, a show.
No, I think he was talking more about me pulling off the label of my drink.
Oh, he was. I was just trying to make a joke saying that I was recording a TV show.
My word. So, everybody in chat is going to get 1,000 reputation. This goes out to absolutely everyone. Why? What is going on? Boom, bam. 1,000 reputation to everyone. There you guys have it. So that thing, that Bane that was voted on, it's in the game. It's in the game. It is known as Dark Inheritance. Excuse me, Dark Inspiration.
Okay, that sounds a little less awful.
No, it's pretty awful. It's pretty...
made this for you! Shave
fuck was that?
now. Oh. And Sunn, notice me now.
Oh. See? Alright, bub. Get that wax out.
No! Julie, stop it! Jesus Christ. Julie, you are currently the highest donator of the month. As it stands, if nobody can beat you, you get to decide next month's brand new emote.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, Julie, calm down. Wow, thank you so much. No bubber wax. Please. Okay. Inspiration is no longer earned. You lost any of the inspiration that you had previously gained. You can no longer gain inspiration. It is nothing. It is no more negative. You just don't get it anymore. However, if you wish to, you have access to Dark Inspiration. Dark Inspiration is a pool. Just picture a pool of dice covered in blood. With Dark Inspiration, you may choose to say, Bub, I would like to use Inspiration. In that case, you get to add 1d6 to whatever you roll. But for every 1d6 you use, I get to have a pool of my own 1d6. You give me one as well. You may only ever use 1d6 at a time per the roll, traditionally used like regular inspiration. However, I can use them in any amount that I like for any roll. Once I've used them, they go back to the cup. So to be clear,
for instance, if like all of us use a 1d6 inspiration in a session, next session you can roll out with a 5d6.
no, that's the same session. This very same session.
Okay. So yeah, somewhere along the line, if you want, you can go ahead and go, we're going to tag 5d6 on that.
Yep. Are we clear with that? Is everybody good with it?
No.
Not really, but looks like it's not a choice.
You're right. You're right. That's the bane. That's the bane. So let's have a little bit of fun. Go ahead.
Can we instead? Can we not?
Do they last longer than a session? Yes. The only thing that goes away at the end of the session is the, well, quirks for certain, but it's the luck rerolls. Luck reroll is the only thing that ever goes away. You've got to share your ramen, son. You have to.
I don't have any more ramen.
It's correct. Christy brings us up. You have the choice to use it or not to use it, Red.
Okay.
Hell, you could use a d6 to every roll that you have all night long.
So basically, we're betting our dice against your dice.
Correct.
Well, even 5 or 6 ones is going to add up.
You also have the. Do you have the limit to where you can only roll one at a time, or can let's say
no, he can use it for any roll.
That's
so
right.
Damage roll, skill check.
No, not for whichever roll, but can
Nope.
you use it only for like?
I have no cap.
Okay, so you can theoretically add 6d6 to any roll you want if
Yes.
you have
Or
66.
60 d6. However many you guys use in that session.
Ah.
Yeah. Feels good, right?
It can't be added to damage, though, right?
No, I can add it to damage.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah!
That's unfair.
Well, that's part of a bane.
I
But
didn't vote for that.
you're right, you didn't. You didn't. But at least 57 other people did.
Hashtag not my bane.
This fucking guy. All right. All right. We ended with you guys standing at the base of the plane of cysts. So, let's move back to the plane of cysts. Yeah.
Holy crap, we've actually got a map now, too?
That's not a good thing.
I already don't like it.
Also, have you guys ever tried using a fucking mouse with your pinky? Because it's tough as shit, let me tell you.
Why are you using a mouse with your pinky? Did you cut yourself?
It's stupid, but there's like a metal shaving in my fucking index finger, and I've been trying to get it out like all night, which is why I was gone for like all of the recap. I was still listening, by the way, just wasn't sitting
Gotcha.
in my chair.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just
Alright.
fucking annoying that I can't get it out.
Damn, that's rough. I'm sorry, man.
He's
Well-
been going at it for like the past hour.
At least.
I see a doctor visit in your
Telling you,
future.
man, just take a knife and just fucking go at it.
Or
I was
don't.
fucking using my box cutter to like dig into my finger, and no, couldn't get it out.
All right, so we've already ascertained that we're outside in, it was a well-lit area, right?
Oh yeah, you're in Occipitus, right? So everything has this rich red aura and glow.
Okay, so can we take out the Shadow of War?
Excuse me?
He meant the fog of war, but I was understanding.
Is there fog? I thought I turned the fog off.
I don't see any.
Half the map is in darkness.
Let's try this.
The entire
That
map is
works.
disgusting looking to me.
Yeah, actually, I'd prefer to see less of this if that's possible.
If you could just put us back to blind, that'd be great.
All right,
Back
and I'm
to
assuming
one.
that this is the pustule we're trying to get to.
Which pustule?
The big rock mound in the bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Maybe. Mayhaps. But you don't know.
No, we do know.
Do you?
Considering that we've got a lamp that's been pointing at it.
No, it's not been. You stopped. You guys stopped after a pustule exploded.
Right. And
And
we ascertained that we can't walk around this because Our target is the massive pustule in the center that the 4 basilisks are covering. Unless I'm just completely losing my mind.
You're right, but not about what you're looking at.
Correct.
That
Correct.
has nothing to do with what
You're
we're...
right, but you haven't moved into the plane of cysts yet. Therefore, you are lacking information. You just don't know yet.
I had the lantern last time, so...
Okay.
I guess extending it forward.
Christy is giving to each of these people, Deia, a cure crit. Ulhime, a cure crit. And to Klaus, a cure mod.
I see how it
that's
is.
all 3 cures right there.
No, man,
They're not being forced.
they're potions.
Okay.
They're potions. You are on one today. You are on this naysaying thing. I need you. Do me a favor, Sniper. Stand up, walk out of the room, go scream really loudly, get it all out of your system, so you can come back and stop being a bitch.
You said clear critical, that's 48 plus 5, right?
7.
7.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Continuing on, which way is this thing pointing? Since I'm essentially like waving it slowly so that way I can see where it's glowing at.
So everyone is okay at this point with giving Ulhime the lantern. Nobody has any qualms with this.
No, I've been holding it for a while.
Okay.
My arms are tired.
All right. Ulhime, as you approach the field of cysts, your lantern, the vision narrows even further. Where before it was this sort of guiding light to this plane, it now begins to visibly shift into an actual focal point, and it harkens down to the earth. It begins guiding. It's choosing a path.
I'll lower it and then slowly start following that path then.
Okay. All right, I need to see something real quick.
Would the rest of us witness this? It creating a specific path.
Oh my god, we're big.
That's actually supposed to be right, I believe. Nope. I was even more off. So, Control Z. And further down.
Oh boy.
Bam.
Oh boy.
We got a long ways to go.
Wait, hold on. I gotta check something. Yeah, these cysts are bigger than me. Oh boy.
Yeah, they are in fact. Okay. All right, lads. Ulhime.
Yes.
Your allies can also determine this. They can see that this narrows down. If you move out of the way, they're going to very clearly see this. Did you want to speak out loud, inform everyone of this?
I mean, not really. I mean, I just said I was going to take the lead, so I think we already are kind of all informed of what this thing's trying to do.
Okay. All right. I am going to have... This is going to be going in real time, okay? Okay, that's loud as fuck.
Also, Will, this one's much better than the last one.
Oh, the bubble tea. Gotcha.
Okay.
Significant bad.
All right, friendo. You decide that you want to start moving forward, correct?
Yeah.
You begin taking to the path. Just to be clear, this gap should be about 15 feet across. You guys can stand 3 wide if you'd like, or you can move in a completely horizontal line. It's your call, whatever your marching order may be.
I would be standing up by the front trying to point out where the wholly aligned pustules are to see if we can either discern what's in them, because apparently they all don't look like weapons. Some of them look like...
That's the thing. As you kind of move alongside Ulhime and you narrow your field of focus, each of these pustules seem to have some positive restriction to them. There is some foray of a positive light that has been detailed within it. You can't seem to quite catch exactly what it is, but it's there.
I'm gonna look to Ulhime and say,
Hello?
I'm gonna say
Where's
I'm
he coming
echoing.
I don't hear it anymore.
I was gonna say that all of these pus-filled bags have some kind of good-aligned something inside. I can't fully tell what they are, but something's trapped inside of them.
I don't think it would be best to discover what those are. Besides, we have, and then he kind of nods his head. We have trouble. We shouldn't stay too long.
They can't tell we're good aligned now. If that were a thing we'd have to worry about, I figure it most of the time it is here. But due to the spell I cast on you just a couple seconds ago, then they can't detect our alignment. At least not for 24 hours.
Very well, thank you. I would say stay a little back just in case something happens, but
I'm not entirely opposed to it.
very well. And I'll start making my way forward.
Okay.
Do I just keep moving, or
Conga line.
is this done as like just done in real time? I don't know if I'm supposed to consistently
Sure.
keep moving.
Just depends. If you continue moving. You do just that.
Conga line.
Do
Okay,
I
you notice that
anything
it does. It actually stopped. Go back just a brief amount. As you kind of come to a stop, Klaus, Jakob, you are both visibly teleported along with Sunn back to the beginning. The only one who isn't is Deia and Ulhime. Deia, as you continue to move, you lose that sense of your allies directly behind you, and then there is a surprise, like a gasp, from further back behind. Ulhime, you will hear this as well. Your lantern seems to want to begin guiding you to the left, or north in this case.
Wait. From where am I going, up this way?
Correct.
Okay.
As you turn back, you'll see that your allies are lying in wait, and as you sort of allow this lantern to do just that, you're waiting for it to sort of guide you. You're both... Stop moving. Where you were, you allow it to catch up, you glance back over at your allies, and you wait, and both of you are teleported back to the beginning.
Okay, so at this point, Jacob kind of looks at the other four. All right, it seems that all of us can't travel at the same time.
I think we need to be faster.
Maybe we need to be with the lantern.
I mean, I'm holding it though. That doesn't make sense.
It only teleported you back when you stopped to look back. I think it might have something to do with time. If we maintain a solid pace, it might differ. But we need to stay together, because if it's going to lead us down a path that is changing, or if it's a way that if we don't follow, something bad happens, we all need to know where to go.
All right, then how about we move... Ulhime, you're at the front. Deia, you and I will go ahead and hold on to his shoulders. Klaus, Sunn, you hold on to ours. And we will just let Ulhime set the pace and move at a fast trot.
Okay, so you guys are moving to a point where it's sort of like Centipede, right?
Yeah.
Or like Snake. All right, so you're going in a line.
No, I said...
Oh, I must have misinterpreted.
2, 2.
1, 2, 2.
Yeah, that's why we're holding onto his shoulders.
So go ahead and arrange yourselves that way, please.
So it's me at the front, and then one on each side, and then the back row will be, yeah. So it's going to be 1 and then 4 together.
All right. Okay, that's what I needed to see.
Yeah, and seeing as we're holding to each other,
Could you give Ronald control over all of us?
Yes, I can actually. I can do that if you guys don't mind.
Go for
not
it.
least.
Okay. Ulhime.
I'm waiting for him to just highlight all and delete, and then be like, oh, oops.
Whoops. My bad.
Ulhime, you will have control of their players, so as to not suffer any struggle. This should be fairly easy for you.
Yeah, I can highlight all of them. So, yeah. Oh, I don't have Klaus yet.
You got him now.
Alrighty.
Yay.
So,
you
continuing on.
Correct. You continue on your path, and you're making good speed. I'm assuming that you're moving not at so much a careful stride, but enough so that you're making a sort of haste. Yes, it continues to guide you forward on this this slope, and it looks like it starts guiding you to the east, or in this case, the north on your path.
So still upward?
Yes. As you move about another 10 or so feet, it starts to turn to your right. And now it hardlines. There you go.
Gotta adjust my my map. Give me a second. Okay.
Sure. Can I get a perception, please? Perception, please, from everyone.
Would I realistically be able to see this? I'm focusing on making sure the lantern doesn't.
It's a possibility. It may just be a quick furtive glance.
Okay.
We're back to our normal.
The normal decay, yes.
Yeah, that's. There you go.
So
I got a 9.
If you're of good alignment, you are going to see negatives. Okay. Let's see. Sunn. Sunn, immediately to your right, you are going to see what looks to be a blue ovoid cyst. And inside of this cyst, there seems to be some kind of creature. It doesn't quite look like a human or humanoid even. It has a serpentine-like body with rainbow-colored wings. Its body is drastically pressed across the surface of the cyst itself.
I'd point out to the group and make note of the specific features of it.
Once you point this out, Jacob, you'll be the next to see this. Deia, you will also catch on. It's going to be a bit more difficult. Ulhime is focusing. Klaus, you are still also moving, but you will kind of like glance over and note of any importance. Ulhime, do you continue moving?
Yeah, I was going to ask you okay to do that.
Yeah, Jacob's going to be like, we're drawing interest. Let's go. Hustle.
Sunn, did you want to, like, are you doing anything? Or are you just going to kind of move within the actions?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kind of move with them still. I'm gonna keep my eye on the cyst as we walk past it, and just kind of.
As you walk past the cyst, you see the brilliantly colored feathered serpent within it, and its wings make a feeble twitch. Give me a will save, Sunn.
How about I don't, and we call it a Tuesday?
Ronald, you feel your path change. The lantern itself seems to immediately turn to the north, guiding you directly into the cyst. Sunn, you feel a compulsion that is drawn upon you.
God damn it.
You manage to resist it, if for anything else, the safeness of your person, but you can't help but feel like the creature inside, while it is alive, it needs your help.
You said go north?
Yes, the lantern seems to guide directly through the cyst.
Alright, so I guess I'll just shimmy around it and then continue on.
Not trying to distract from the group. I'm basically gonna kind of look back at it as we walk past it and just kind of
As you begin to shimmy around it, it seems to point back to where you were originally from. Like it's guiding you along a path. It starts that your lantern begins to turn, and it seems like it's sort of like in a racing game. Are you familiar with like a racing game where you try to like inadvertently take a shortcut and it's like, you're off track, fucker. Go back.
Yeah.
That's sort of what's happening here.
Then I guess leaning the lantern towards the pustule, keep walking forward towards it.
All right. Sunn, it starts to guide you to the left of the pustule itself, this cyst.
Okay.
Yeah, it puts you back on some kind of focal point track. It continues to lead you so for about another 25 or so feet. It will hard turn to your right, a 90-degree angle. And then it turns south on your map.
Sorry, give me just a second. You said now it turns going down this way?
Correct. It turns south. Give me a stealth, please, since you're leading, and everybody's going to be leading with you.
-3.
Yikes. Yikes. Ulhime, you're following the guide as much as you possibly can, and as you do, you happen to step on the pulse of a vein, and when you do, it actually ruptures the earth, and blood pools up, spurting directly at you. Give me a reflex, please, Ulhime.
Would I be able to assist him on the reflex since I'm holding onto his shoulder?
Sure, you can do that. Just declare if you're assisting him or not in that case.
Yeah, I'm assisting.
Sure, then add a +2 to your reflex.
5.
Negative. In this case, you are unable to resist this. In this case, this trap itself, you are hit in the face with a spurt of steaming hot blood. It immediately strikes across your vision, and you find yourself kind of like dropping the lantern to kind of get at your eyes. Your eyes itch with this voracious burning. It hurts so incredibly much. You need something cool on your face immediately. Guys, what do you do? Are you just gonna let him like burn?
Go ahead and actually announce this.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, as I get hit, like you said, I kind of stifle back a bit, and I guess seeing the steamy blood roil off, I start kind of blindly trying to grab for stuff.
Probably. Yeah, at this point, Jacob's going to, give a short curse. Fuck. Kind of pull Ulhime back and swap places with him.
Okay.
And take a knee while he's gathering up the lantern. Sunn, check his eyes.
Sunn's gonna very confusedly turn around Ulhime and check out his eyes and see how much damage has been done to them. Assuming that he sees the quite steamy blood pouring off of his face when he turns him around.
Okay, when you begin looking over the face of Ulhime, he inherently, like, it's one of those things where you feel a scratch and you want to itch it, or excuse me, vice versa, you feel an itch and you want to scratch it. In this case, like, it's in his face, it is on his eyes, and he's inherently, like, he's rubbing his eyes. You know what it's like to have something on your face and want to remove it yourself, but you just can't.
Yeah, the first thing Sunn would basically get his hands away from his face.
Okay, what do you do to put it onto his face?
To put it onto his face, or to get his...
Like, do you drench? Do you douse? Is there something that you might have?
Yeah, I have a water skin. That I would try to flush his eyes with. That's the word I'm looking for.
Sure. As you begin rifling through your bag, you guys can see that Ulhime isn't quite stopping. Meanwhile, as he's like digging through his bag, Sunn's attention is like ever so certainly kind of looking back at that blue ovoid cyst. Meanwhile, Jakob is kind of scouting ahead. Jakob, you notice that the noise of dropping the lantern draws the attention of the abyssal basilisks. They immediately look over at you as you guys crouch down. However, as you crouch down, you are then immediately all teleported back to the beginning.
Seeing that the need for time has stopped, Sunn's going to less hastily find and flesh out his eyes. to try and clear away some of this blood that's been on him.
Okay. Jacob, Klaus, you guys can very clearly see that there's something more at work. You don't clearly know what your destination is at this point, or why the lantern is guiding you the way that it is. But you do recall that the Proctor Mummy Lord told you that this was the test of resolve.
Does the lantern have any kind of inscription on it, or...?
It does not. It does not. I actually have a description of the lantern here, and it doesn't say anything about that.
Okay.
I want to try and look over at the blue pustule that had the winged creature in it, and I want to try and discern whether it's. I want to take a closer look at it, basically, not closer in proximity, more in depth.
So are you just kind of like walking over there to the Ovoid Cyst, or are you just kind of from your current location?
From current location.
All right, that's really far away. Just whatever the distance is from your person. So that's, according to this, it's 46 feet. Now multiply that by 3. That's how far away it is.
Yeah, I'm 150 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hide that, right?
No, I mean, she is an archer.
It's true. It's true. You know, back at the academy, they called her Dead-Eye Deia.
I don't believe that.
Then I'm just going to try and discern whether what was on the surface of it was evil or not, if I can do so from here. I want to know if the creature that was in there was inherently more evil than it tried to give off.
Sure. When you kind of glance back over it, this serpentine figure, though it seems to feebly attempt to outstretch its wings or to like flick and flutter, it is the exact opposite of this negativity that has imbued this realm. It emits a borderline paralyzing light of positivity. Whatever is inside of this was a gift from some on high or higher power.
So it's a piece of Celestia. It's a inherently good creature. Regardless, at this point, Jacob's turning to Sunn.
But that feeling
How's
of
his eyes?
Yeah, I was going to say, has that feeling subsided yet, or?
Would I be able to give him a?
Give me a heal check. Yeah, let's see. This is going to be a challenge.
Minus
Perfect. Now, Sunn, tell Ulhime how this is going to help him. Like, it's one of those things where you go to a doctor's office and he doesn't just, like, shake water over your face, right? You know,
Yeah, I pour lemon juice into his eyes instead.
Oh my god. That would be fucking horrendous.
We gotta flush your eyes! Wait, was that the water in the unmarked bottle, or was that my lemon juice for cooking?
Oh no, was that Drano?
Oh.
Oh fuck, that was my Gorilla Glue. My bad.
Okay, so what do you explain it to him? I mean, Ulhime is pretty good at taking care of himself, but he's a shield bearer. He's good at taking care of other people more than anything. And now he isn't suffering like a penalty to his health, but his vision, unless something done immediately, he could suffer almost permanent penalties.
Yeah, I'd be stopping him from rubbing it more into his face, like just basically telling him no, because he's stubborn, and he's gonna, like you said, he's gonna want to try and cure it himself. I'd be consistently moving his hands back down, saying no, don't worry, I've got this. Let me do my job.
Sure.
While taking my water skin and flushing his eyes and making sure the eyelids don't have any residue left on it and trying to clean it all. Yeah, I'd practically just flush his eyes and everything and wipe it all up and make sure everything's fine.
Okay, alright, so as this drivel of water that's been warming on your hip for days at this point runs down Ulhime's face, he kind of pries open your eyelids and he flushes it. You do feel a certain heat about this Ulhime that is borderline foreign to your body. It's likely Sunn's body temperature kind of catching up to you at this point. But there is something about it that is pleasant. At least it's more pleasant than the burning blood that hit you in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's like a, jellyfish sting, in which case we got to go ahead and put something else in his body temp on his eyes.
Give me a fortitude save, Ulhime.
D46. I feel like not pleasant, just less bad could explain
21.
21. Let me find where this is. I've got to find it. There it is.
That's a nasty fort save.
It's really good. It could be really better. Ulhime, you manage to resist any permanent effects to your vision. However, when you begin to blink, your eyes feel swollen. They feel very puffy. Obviously, some foreign object has been introduced to your vision, so your body is trying to fight it. Sunn has done the best that he possibly can to prevent you from suffering any permanent loss. When you glance forward, you get these blurs in your image, and it doesn't really make much sense. You start kind of seeing these things in your periphery. Your vision is not as strong as it could be, and it's going to take some time for this to be better. But when you inform them that you'll be fine and that you can move forward, you'll start to see traces, images, these tracers, these like light patterns that sort of form before your vision. And when you glance around this field of cysts, you see a fight. Not like a back alley fight, not like a bar fight, but a battle. Demons of Occipitus fighting tooth and nail against the winged believers and the guardians of Celestia. Fiends being split by holy blades, and angels having their wings rended from their bodies. You think you're suffering from a vision. Do you tell anyone?
No, that's something I'd probably keep to myself. Seeing is something that outlandish, I guess, is happening right now after I got hit by something. I would probably assume it's a poison, so I would, I guess, rip a portion of my shirt and cover my eyes, if that's the case.
You're gonna give yourself some kind of protection, borderline like a bandana of sorts, something you can blind yourself with, a blindfold. That's fine. You guys will see this, Sunn, after your efforts. You know that it's probably going to take a few more treatings of this. You're going to need to get to a spot where he's capable of doing this, and he should still be able to see in a fight. Push come to shove, he should still be fine.
Sunn would raise to the rest of the group. I've done as much as I can. It's not much, but if we need to fight, he should be able to, but he should at least keep his eyes closed for now.
Sunn, as you glance forward, you'll see that Deia has taken a particular interest as she's standing on her tippy toes, glancing over the field of cysts at the blue ovoid cyst that you had also previously taken note of.
Deia. You know the cyst that you're eyeing?
Yes.
I think we should help what's inside of it. And I know it's gonna sound crazy.
I was going to say I agree.
You do?
It's very holy. Unlike this realm, it's almost a light in my vision. But I don't know how. If I were to pop the cyst, it would explode, potentially killing anything inside.
The Sunn's gonna turn to the rest of the group. Guys, rather than walking through here, can we make it to that cyst over there? And he's gonna point off to it in the distance.
Well, obviously, anytime we stop, we come back. So, certainly, if we need to, we can get there, but you're only going to have a moment. So, we have to know, do we want to try and burst the cyst on the run? maybe with an arrow shot, Deia, and then grab whatever creature is within, and when it pulls us back, pull it with us so we can assist it, or...
I don't know how to open these cysts without them exploding.
There are a couple that are actually near you if you wanted to experiment. But Deia, you firmly believe that if you were to fire an arrow, not only would it likely pierce the cyst, but it would likely pierce the creature, as its body is pressed densely against the ovoid cyst.
How bad do you think these things pop when they're given pressure?
I've shot one, and it blew a sword into the back of a creature I do not want to fight.
Then I would probably say using my surgical tools would not be helpful.
Also, getting that close to it with the off chance of it exploding is not something I'm very happy about thinking.
Neither.
Look,
So
the
at this
longer we
point-
stay here, the worse it gets. I think we should keep moving. We can't afford to be...
Certainly agreed, but the point of the matter is, Ulhime, if whatever this is within is a creature of good, isn't it your purpose to go ahead and try and save it, rescue it? Or are we just supposed to move on? I mean, I'm assuming that they don't call this test of resolve so that we... I think maybe this is another test of our resolve. To ignore those things that would normally take us off the path.
I can't even see what any of you are looking at, to be honest.
Well, you are very small.
No, he's talking about the eyes.
Oh, right.
Ulhime, there was one of the cysts that we had passed. You might not have seen it as you were guiding us so carefully. There's this holy creature inside of it, or at least Deia sees it as holy. I saw these chromatic wings, and I think we need to. Please, trust in me.
Very well. We
We'll
can
have
do this.
one attempt.
We can do this then. One of you has a blade. I can try cutting it slowly while the rest of you stay back.
Can I try and discern if I've ever heard of a creature similar to this? Try and recall.
You can try. Give me a knowledge planes.
Wait, didn't I summon one of these?
Potentially, what did you summon?
An Azada? That was the thing that saved
An Exata?
the Azada, the thing that saved Red when he forgot he had
Yeah,
wings.
when I was being
No,
when I was
this
falling
is-
from the earth.
Okay.
This is not that.
I was going to try and use religion or nobility because I don't have planes.
Only
Jakob does.
on knowledge planes.
If it was, then
Well,
I wouldn't even know.
I
But you
did
did
see
see
the
it.
creature.
Yeah.
But they could describe it to you.
Well, no, I saw the creature.
Oh, okay, you did.
So-
You did see it.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're asking what it is, I could go ahead and roll that beautiful stuff.
Sure, let's see what you got, boss.
Not much. 17.
You're right, not much. You could always use inspiration.
Hell no.
Don't feed into him. Bub, do you lose your inspiration at the end of the night?
No, you guys, technically you could... I don't use it, but I will use it every stream. Like, I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna use it every stream.
But can it be?
I mean, theoretically, yeah, you could save it.
No, can you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's wondering if
Okay.
you save.
Yeah,
Those left
theoretically,
rolls.
I could if I wanted to.
But you won't.
Correct.
At least in most circumstances.
This being said, you guys can also use inspiration for him, as long as
Mhm.
you're within 10 feet.
Yeah. No.
While we're all debating on whether or not we want to try to free this thing, I wanted to turn on Detect Magic and see if there was something about this path in particular that it's been leading us on that's inherently magical, or if it's more related to the trial and the area that we're in.
Sure. Your detect reveals nothing out of the ordinary.
Do I get any kind of faint sense from any of the pustules, or is it pretty much across the board bland?
You use detect magic or detect...
Yeah,
okay.
magic.
Each of these... That's the great thing about it is most of the creatures from Celestia were considered highly potent magical creatures.
Makes sense.
So each one of these seems to emit some trace amount of magic, some of them quite a bit more. In fact, when you glance back over and you see the blue ovoid cyst that they've been speaking of, there is a great deal of magic that seems to be within it. Whatever lurks there is potent, powerful, and positive.
Alright, fair.
That's my kid.
I'll refashion the bandana just a little above my eyes, just so that I guess the light, for the most part, is kind of being blocked from the top view. And I'll walk back over to Jacob. Here, I can at least guide us through. If should the worst happen, it'd be better that you're more capable in combat than myself.
No. Cover your eyes, follow Sunn's directions. I'm taking the lead. You're hurt.
Yes.
It's not a request.
I can still see well enough to guide the lantern. I can't fight well enough, though.
Well, luckily, we're not going out to fight anything. We're taking a walk.
Very well. Sure. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
Should I just... Am I still, like, the one guiding, just putting Jacob at the front?
I mean, technically, Jacob could also wield the lantern.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
am I
he's
still
talking about
moving,
the
like
tokens.
the tokens, though? Am I still
Gotcha.
just, like, chugging everything along? Okay. So,
Yeah.
I guess once again,
go
we're...
ahead and just
Start moving?
get us chugging along.
Okay.
Once again, it starts heading upward, right?
Yep, right there, right between those two cysts. You've started to learn the pattern.
All right. Sunn, Deia, get ready.
It makes a hard right here.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
as you
And
start
that's the
moving along
blue
the
cyst.
path, the blue cyst right here. No. Why did it ping
Oh.
there? No, it's... Whoa.
The one down
No,
here, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one that's actually like a bit more of a stronger blue. I can't
Yeah.
ping. It's not letting me ping for so... Oh,
I'm
that's
pinging.
why.
Everything okay?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
clicked into the ruler, so it wasn't allowing me to do that.
Okay.
So which one's cutting into it?
You guys probably would have decided that beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I volunteered to get the knife and cut around it. So if someone has a knife that I can use or some sort of cutting
I have a
utensil.
dagger.
Well, actually, I wanted to mention before we set off, but I didn't really get a chance to.
What's up?
I do have the chakram still that I can use in combination with spell, excuse me, to avoid hitting the creature with the actual attack. I don't know that it would save him from any damage the pustule itself might do when exploding, but
No, yeah, we didn't want to risk the range attack to begin with. That was the thing. And then we don't want to have something super magical go off on it. So yeah, I'll take the dagger, and then I guess as they start, I guess not continuing on, but
Yeah, I mean, if he's just like wanting to go ahead and run up to do the cut, yeah, Jacob will go ahead and just kind of aim in the right direction and be like, go for it.
all right. So as I start going, I'll take the side of the blade and slowly start walking around it to cut it.
Okay, as you slowly move, you're moving forward, you've drawn this in, you kind of line yourself up. As you move forward, you see that whatever this creature is, it kind of moves in reaction against your blade cut. But as you kind of sink the chakram in, it doesn't
I'm
take...
using a dagger, not the
Oh,
chakram.
a dagger, excuse me. As you sink
Yeah.
the dagger in to start to start dragging this across, obviously you've just perforated the cyst. This pustule immediately begins to emit up over your arm. Like, this is quite literally like a pimple You're going full Dr. Pimple Popper on this thing, and
Okay.
it's emitting this disgusting custard-like ichor that pours up over your arm. The scent is so powerful. I need you to give me a fortitude save.
$11.
You feel the intense urge to begin vomiting, and as you begin to lean over to lurch forward and begin vomiting out whatever contents are on your stomach, you're all teleported back to the front.
Well, I was about to say Ulhime grab it, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's 16, not 11. I don't know if that changes anything.
Ooh,
or
it
not.
does. It does. Even or odd?
Even.
Even it is. Okay. You manage to resist that stomach lurch, you know, where it's kind of like your actual stomach is kind of quenching whatever contents are inside of it up your esophagus. You feel like you do a little bit of a gag, but as you gag, you kind of draw the blade across this, and more of this custard black ichor just rolls over the top, and this creature bursts from this ovoid cyst, and then everyone is teleported back. The cyst begins to deflate in your vision, and whatever it is lying next to it on the earth.
Fuck. All right, everyone, back in lockstep. We're going to run quickly. Deia, Sunn, pick it up on the run.
All right, ready, go.
Okay, you know it takes the hard right here. You guys at this point are moving into a jog. As you move over to it, you realize that this is a large-sized creature.
Oh, Christ.
And that's why I had two of them grabbing it.
Okay, when you move over, this creature itself, it seems to be dazed and unconscious. Its body is borderline withered, but covered in this ichor. As the ichor slides off of its body, this great serpent shines its multicolored wings and eyes that glimmer with what would seem to be intense awareness if it wasn't unconscious. I'll go ahead and show everyone a picture.
Oh boy.
Please be pretty. Please be pretty. Don't be hungry. Don't be hungry.
It's gonna be hungry. That's the picture. Oh boy.
Yeah, and you know it's going to be super racist, right?
It's an eagle snake.
It's an eagle snake?
It's an eagle snake.
It's a sneagle.
That's racist, Denny. You can't say that on stream.
It's a sneagle.
Yeah, it's a sneagle.
If you're curious, if you're a bit more curious what this creature actually traditionally looks like based off of the information, I'll draw you guys a bit more of a better photo.
Oh, cool.
Here.
Can we get it on a card holder?
No, shut up.
Aw.
You
Like
just
it's like
shut
Now
up.
that it's actually out in the open, would I be able to get a better look? And
Oh, yeah,
God, don't
give
touch
me-
something. It's evil.
Give me a save. Let's see what you got.
all right, and that's going to be a planes again.
Yes.
24.
That's significantly better. Now that you've gotten a full glimpse over this creature, this is a borderline legend. This is a Kuatl. Kuatls are servants of lawful and good deities, though some operate independently of any greater being. They are respected and admired for their wisdom and beauty, and they try to steer mortals onto the right path, using their powers to fight evil, particularly those that shift between planes. They are viewed entirely as benevolent gods by isolated societies. While most Kuatls cringe at the thought of pretending to be a god, they allow such misconceptions to continue since they allow Kuatls to guide and coax these societies on paths of peace, cooperation, and righteousness with their neighbors. This fella is 14 feet long and weighs 2,000 pounds.
So yeah, we're not picking him up.
So yeah, we can't pick him up.
I mean, you could. You definitely could, but it's going to require teamwork.
All right, guys, hoist in the crane.
We'll say that technically, based off of the description that I had previously given, he's about 1,200 pounds and 14 feet long.
I mean, I guess if that's the case, then we kind of, I guess,
Throwing him
shift.
out, hop on the railings.
All four of us kind of just make like a.
Well, seeing how
Partial
big it is as
background.
we're running up, at that point, seeing as it's that large, Jacob's going to glance back, single file, right shoulder.
Okay, I'm gonna pause that that timer of sorts, so you guys don't feel like you have to immediately run. I would like to find a token for all intents and purposes, because I know that
Like
you guys. What?
I'm saying for the lineup like that.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yep, that works.
We're the weirdest pallbearers ever.
We're koala bears.
That was
Damn
bad.
it.
You should feel bad.
Koala bears.
It's even worse.
Where's the chlamydia?
It's on the ground.
Mm,
No,
It's
God
on the
no.
skin that we stand on. We're all infected now.
Okay, I
Oh.
can't seem to find a token for this fella. He does not exist.
Just give us a log.
draw a line.
You wanna? Well, I mean, I'm gonna give you guys something. So let's see if I can just find a. I'll just find a snake.
It's a
A
snake.
sliver little
It's a
snake.
sneaky
You
snake.
should find a man, like a dragon man. Actually, he was more of just a dragon.
Can we find Macho Man?
I hate all of you.
Was that a Trogdor joke?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you missed that in chat, but that was what was happening.
I don't pay attention to chat.
Apparently not.
Chat tries to spoil it.
You say, as you said, later, Timmy. Hopefully, catch you next week. Yeah, you don't pay attention to chat.
I glanced.
Controlled by Ulhime, you have control of this fella. Okay.
All right. So I mean,
You all move over, and you try to quickly move off the disgust of whatever this black custard-like ichor is, and you begin to move. As you move forward, it takes no more than 6 seconds, a traditional round, and Klaus and Ulhime are teleported back to the beginning. Go ahead and move you two back, please.
So do we just disappear out from under the creature and they're left carrying the slack?
Yep.
I
All
hope
right,
not.
good luck.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
Yep.
Please no.
As soon as they disappear, okay, you will feel the intense weight of them fall. Jacob, based off of your perceptions and the way that this works, it seems like anything that seems to be just outside of a nearer range of you, of a few half steps, immediately disappears and returns back to the beginning. When you turn back, you wait just a little longer, and the lot of you all return back.
Including the
with the
serpent?
snake.
With the snake, correct. With the koala.
Oh, then at
Still
that
up and
point,
having to carry
yeah,
it.
Jacob will go ahead and kind of like just drop onto his ass, dropping the quaddle in.
I'll be right back. Assemble your plan.
Yeah, at this point, he's like, "Son, go ahead and try and clear it. Try and wake it up. Just whatever you can. Wash it off." And he'll toss his water skin over to help.
He's gonna Sunn's just gonna kind of stand there and go, demonic creature, or angel creature, giant bird snake. Didn't learn this in books. And he's gonna just kind of be muttering to himself as he tries to do what he can to make it conscious. Believe it or not, they don't teach us this in school.
Yeah, I didn't learn about this in medical school.
This wasn't in my internship.
Just make sure it's not choking to death, you ass.
That's what they said at the hospital.
But no, now that we're all back in the starting point, yeah, at this point, Jacob's going to kind of lean back on his hands. It was a good idea that you had to stop for that, Deia. That's a coatl. I've only read about these.
I don't
Some
know.
Some hill tribes and some you know, well off the beaten path tribes, they go ahead and worship these as their gods. These are, well, obviously you would know better than I would, but I believe this is a celestial creature, and it's a guider of the way, so to speak. Its intent is to go ahead and put people on the path to peace. And it's an incredibly wise creature on top of that. This is a very good thing.
Kind of feeling around, I'll cast Cure Critical on the... give up one of my 4th levels to cast Cure Critical.
On
Assuming
the
the snake.
Coatl? Yeah.
Okay,
And I was gonna roll a heal check to try and bring it back to consciousness.
sure. Sure, let's see your heal check. You were casting your spell to heal him, Ulhime. You will mend some of the wounds, unbreak some of the scales, reassemble and unsnap some of the bent or crooked feathers. But as you begin to look over him, there is something more that lingers here than just damage, than just bruising and snaps. This creature has been here for an untold amount of time. Looking over this, Sunn.
The heal's a 27.
Correct. Looking over this creature, you feel that there is an aura of taint, an aura of disgust. This feels very much like the aura of Orcus. When you had passed by the statue of Orcus, this is the same exact feel that you had felt over the top of this creature. Something is forcing this to remain unconscious.
Turning to the group. I'm not quite up to date with my surgical skills of benevolent god beings. However, this creature's not stricken with any illness, nor is it unconscious from a physical wound. Do you guys remember when we came across that statue of the demon general?
Yeah, back in the
Orcus.
temple. How about
I
it?
feel like,
You're not muted. Keep going.
yeah, I was
Orcus?
dramatic pauses. I think that might be what's happening here. I'm getting that. It's the feeling. I'm not the Holy One. I'm not quite sure, but this feels evil.
You're talking about the stuff that's covering him, correct?
Not just that, his entire will.
Deia, I would imagine that's your line of expertise.
I can see that it's a light of good. I can't see the aura as far as I can tell. I'm gonna try and take a closer look at it now that it's right next to me.
Klaus, do you think it might be a spell of some sort?
There's potential. I wouldn't necessarily be able to discern that based on how magical the creature is on its own.
You actually could. You can be able to do that. Detect magic
Never mind.
may
Ignore
begin
that
to
I said that.
may begin to show
Ignore
you
that.
additional properties that are about the creature. It does take a bit of time to determine that, though, so you have to determine whether or not this is the right time to do that.
Or do we want to carry the giant unconscious snake?
Do I have like a excuse me? Do I have like a general idea of how long this is gonna take?
Depends on what you find out.
It's like a computer running dial-up.
So, what would you like to do? Would you like to sort of try to find out what is wrong with this and how you might be able to fix it? Because borderline, it just comes down to your rolls at this point.
Yeah, I mean, my main interest at this point is just figuring out what's wrong with it, and
Sure.
we can focus on the fixing later.
Okay. You have Detect Magic.
Mhm.
Give me Detect Magic. Follow it up with a Spellcraft.
Any way I can assist as
Un-
a fellow arcane?
Do you have Detect Magic as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You do the same
Yeah,
thing. You guys can come to a conclusion together.
Okay.
In this case, if you want to, you can either assist in coming to a conclusion, or you can try to flat offer him assistance. If you break a DC 20 spellcraft, Jacob, you will give Klaus a +4 to his roll.
You said spellcraft, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna help
Sure.
too.
I'll go ahead and assist.
Okay, are you going to do the same thing, son?
See,
Alright, so then break 20 on a spellcraft.
that's gonna be really hard.
You can not do the 20 and just give up that instead.
Correct.
Wow.
Remember, you've got a luck reroll.
Yeah, no.
Jacob, that's really good. You're going to offer Klaus +4.
39. How's that?
39 is damn good. 39 is damn good. Interestingly enough, the DC was 35, so his assistance puts you over the even or odd.
Nice.
You immediately determine that there is a malevolent curse that is basically synapsing the body, and it's moving and roving over it like a darkened chain that is suppressing his consciousness.
Am I familiar with this curse in particular, or is it something that's foreign to me?
It's foreign, and you can feel the darkness that is about it.
Right.
You know that something this powerful is clearly going to take the spell Remove Curse or Break Enchantment. You can tell them that.
Yeah,
They might
I'm
have
gonna
access
relate
to
I'm gonna relate to the group. He seems to be under some very powerful dark magic, something that has cursed him into the state that you see him in now. I currently don't have a way to break any kind of curse of that strength.
You said it was a curse?
Neither of us do.
As far as I can tell, yes, it's a curse.
I think I can help him, but I don't know if it's possible.
Can I get perception checks, please?
What am I? Oh, am I doing this as well?
Yep, this is listening.
How did I roll 2 2s in a row? Stop again.
How do you
Simple,
roll
you got my
7
dice.
1s in a row? Don't even even at me.
No, 7 1s all in one go.
Yeah, and
Nothing.
one
Cursed. You cursed Ulhime.
Okay. Jacob, Klaus, Deia, and Sunn, the four of you overhear someone speaking in common tongue, not far away from you, to the southeast.
Oh, well, I don't like that.
Well, what's he saying?
Hamalama Shing Dong.
You hear a low muttering coming from just ahead, to your right. Betwixt two cysts, you spot 4 humanoid-shaped figures cloaked in black, one of them clutching onto a skull by the hair. It
So they're good guys.
drips blood, and the spine is still attached.
Hmm.
The others look around as they lean on what appears to be shovels.
Oh yeah, definitely good guys.
Deia.
They haven't taken notice of us yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
Deia, see if you can... How far can you fire a shot?
I'm not sure.
400 feet.
I don't typically try and fire as far as I can for no reason.
We want to draw attention from this.
I'm gonna look over at them and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try and discern whether they're evil or
Sure.
good.
Well, I mean, I would assume that, being in hell, not much that we're going to run across, particularly anything that's holding skulls.
Hey,
It's gonna
I
be-
could see us in that position in like 3 days max. So let's not cast
And,
judgment here.
Wait, you're trying to say that hasn't already been us?
Bubs,
What's up?
while they're listening in, I'll cast Remove Curse on the
Oh damn.
Coatl.
Oh shit. Oh, shit.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done that.
Yes. Fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
Ulhime, you pimp.
Kind of like still straining my eyes. I'll place my hand on top of him with the Platinum Gauntlet, and then using my deity, channel that energy to remove the curse off of the Coatl.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I can't. Nah.
Bub was not expecting it.
Oh, not like this. Oh.
He's evil.
Is this turning into another angel moment?
The two encounters are not supposed to go together.
You unbreak the curse and he flies up and he starts being monstrously evil and eats us.
Fucking hell.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Okay.
So are we evil?
Wha-
We fuck everything up. Wow.
We
I
are
don't
like
know. I don't know if this is good in our favor or bad in our favor.
Well,
and I have to try
I'm
and
rather
discern
hoping that
Bub's,
the Coatl is not the one that's about to go ahead and try fucking us up.
Well-
Because
Ulhime can answer that, actually. Ulhime can tell you right now, but he's decided to keep it within himself, as in his vision, he's depicting a battle that's unfolding before him. Go, Super Snake Demon Monster thing, go! What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's just speculate for a moment. This is an out-of-game moment. What do you think the last thing the Coatl has seen before he went into cyst hibernation mode?
Was it a field of daffodils and his best friend?
Wrong!
fuck. Ulhime, pair those diplomacy rolls.
Oh,
I
Shit,
rolled to
everyone,
seduce
quick.
it. I rolled to
Quick, hide
seduce it.
Jacob. We'll hide Jacob into the floor.
No, I'm
wanna
not
try
playing
this
smart
thing.
this time.
Look, look. Last time we talked to something that was good, you got us into trouble. This time you're gonna hide under the flesh. It'll be
you
fine.
know what? If Panda was here, he'd seduce it.
I want to charm the snake.
Deia the snake charmer?
Bob, I want to use my body.
Honestly,
Can I-
if Panda was here, I don't think he'd wait to wake it up to seduce it. He
That's
would
not
fight Bill
seduction.
Cosby, this damn thing.
Good old Deadeye Deia the snake charmer.
I'm
Please.
a woman of many skills. What can I say?
Please, let's make this fan art happen. Oh my god.
Can I roll a handle animal? on
Okay,
it?
alright, so I need initiatives.
How about no? Can we just fucking not?
So I feel like I have to kind of explain this in this situation. Alright?
Oh no! Oh fuck! I can't
List
believe
anymore.
Why dice? I don't want cursed dice for the
We
end
don't
of the
need
session.
music scenarios. We need that.
The Benny Hill music?
No.
Because it's feeling
Give us
that's
the synth
appropriate.
music.
Might be a little fast. Let's try this one.
Does rolling a nat 20 on an initiative have any effect?
Means you get to go first, most likely.
I'm still lower than Klaus. Due to my -8.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it's
it's
just
like a skill check.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so this is fine. This is not fine. This is not Klaus, what'd you get?
18.
Thank you. Ulhime.
-2.
Oh my god.
-2.
Yeah.
17.
Sunn.
-1. I can't believe Ulhime beat me.
Jakob.
14.
Thank you.
Honestly, I've been loving that meme more and more.
It's good.
No joke. It's so fitting.
I went back and watched it like 5 or 6 times today during my lunch. Just because.
So let me
The sound-
explain what's happening.
Oh!
Okay. Klaus, you're going to start initiative. So as you guys are plotting what you're going to do to the random people that have just shown up, Ulhime goes, Kitticus Voskus Gargan, and touches down on top of this serpent. And as soon as this happened, you hear it, and it shrills up.
Oh, fuck.
Firing its fucking feathers down upon you. Its maw open, horns just like glowing, this radiance over its eyes.
Oh no.
Give me some reflexes, please, all of you.
Oh no.
I can't believe you've done this.
Just remember, blame the one who insisted.
Good! Good, this is fine! And this is everyone's reflex. Ulhime has crit failed again.
Oh, I'm gonna reroll that. That's not much better, but it's not on that one.
Oh my god!
Alright, if you didn't break 15, you take whatever I roll.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh shit! First inspiration!
Really?
Let's go, kids!
I don't want to take full damage, man.
Well, you got access to a reroll, don't you?
He used
I
it.
did.
He used it. I did too. I'm not gonna throw the inspiration in there though.
I'm within range.
Red used the first
though.
luck reroll. Wait, it wasn't Red who used the first luck reroll tonight?
Fuck.
Luck reroll or inspiration?
Who used the first luck reroll?
Will did. Will just used his and then I
Okay,
used
Will
mine.
used the first luck reroll, and Sunn used the first dark inspiration. So, 1 dark inspiration. Me who plays games, welcome in. Christy's putting everyone into the tub. This is good. I'm actually going to use that inspiration right now.
No.
Of course you are.
Stop it. You're cheating.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you knew.
Nearly minimum damage. If you failed, you take 17. If you passed, you take half.
So
Alright, so...
Yeah, that's significantly less terrifying.
And this is holy damage.
Ow, my darkness.
I don't think I have any resistances against holy.
As soon as
It's
this
all that I
creature
can see.
lets out this shrill and begins to attempt to burst up, looking down at each of you, the cultists all turn.
Of course
They
the
wave to us.
cultists.
They wave, say, hello neighbors, and then they walk away, right?
They
That's
offer
what
us
happens?
Kool-Aid.
And
Yeah.
they begin to run.
Towards us or away?
Away, right? Definitely away. That look says away.
Now, didn't you say that the ranges were a little off? Like
Yeah.
we had to go ahead and
It's
multiply
Like
it
times 3.
3 times as far.
Oh, thank
So
you.
they're-
Thank you for saying
They're
that.
100 feet away from us.
So it's 10. Right? So that's 30. So then 20 makes 60 feet.
Are those the fucking...
So they're going to get right there. They're going to get right next to the purple boy. Right there. Does this draw the attention? Hell yes, it draws the. Ah! You
I
did
don't-
3 challenges. Oh my god!
We're really good at sequence breaking. We're gonna
We
speed run
must go
Shackled City.
deeper! We must!
Oh no!
Ronald, we need you to start digging with a hammer again. It's the only way we can make this worse.
Hey, what do you think happens when a creature with positive alignment fires positive energy down in front of creatures that live to eat positive energy?
They walk away and go find a
feeding.
more
You
substantial...
Feeding
fucking
frenzy.
rang the dinner bell. This is Shook City now. Okay, Klaus, you're up.
Hang on.
Shackled City.
I might be able to get this fucking thing out of my finger finally.
Squeeze! Squeeze!
It's sticking up just enough, but it's not gonna come out, motherfucker. Alright, let me take my turn and then I'll work on that.
It's a whiskey splinter.
I wish.
Christy, thank you so much for subbing so many people. You are such a wonderful person.
This is rough.
Alright, seeing the cultists come up, Jacob's going to glance back at the rest and be like, I got this!
I don't believe you.
I don't for a fucking second.
Christy just
Just-
subbed
I got them!
to 250. You guys just got your second luck reroll.
All right, I appreciate that. So, have they already made it to this point, or are they still
They're still
working their way
technically back there. I was just going for sizing to see how far they're going to get to run.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna try something that's probably really stupid, but also I really hope this works. So, does Magic Missile have a particular range on it?
Yes, it does.
Is it 30 feet?
It's
no,
far.
it's significantly.
It's significantly further.
I think it's 100.
I think it's
actually.
100 plus 10 feet per level.
It is, yes.
Okay. In that case, this should be well within my ability.
Be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to try to target this pustule as they approach it, and hit it with magic missiles to try and use it as basically like a mine.
Oh, so
Set
you
it
want
off
to
next
wait?
to them.
You want to hold
Yeah.
action until they get next
Hold
to it.
action,
Okay.
wait till they're like right there, or so that my missiles will arrive around the same time they do.
All right, I'm going to move you to just under them because you already know where they're going to be going. They're running directly at you. Deia.
Do any of them get caught in the minefield as they run around?
Well,
Like,
no.
are they having like non-flashbacks over here?
No, they're not.
Damn it.
What do you have for me, Deia?
I am going to turn to the magical creature, and I'm going to try and stop it from attacking the good people. I want to put both my hands up, and I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on it, just to show that we're holy in some regard. And I'm gonna say, we are not the enemy. Try and stop it from killing us.
Go ahead and give me. Goodness gracious!
I would say handle animals.
Give me
I
a
don't.
diplomacy. This is not an animal.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think
Can't
this is
handle God
actually
ability?
stupid
Have
enough
that?
to be considered an animal.
I love that handle deity spell that I got. It's really, I thought it wasn't gonna be that useful. Turns out, it might save our lives.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
But why have you done this?
Much better.
I'm going to tell you right now. Deia, that one more point makes a difference.
Well, then I'm inspired now.
You're inspired? You're going to take Dark Inspiration?
Yeah, I'll sacrifice.
Go for it.
One from the team.
With 1 point you've got.
Yeah, it's a good thing you said 1 point.
Okay. So, you draw up your... Where's your symbol? What is your symbol?
It's a cross, and I would have had it on my chest.
Okay, so you hold up your holy symbol of Saren Ray?
Yeah.
Okay. And what exactly do you say?
We are not the enemy.
Okay.
As like just a small speech.
Deia yells out that we are not the enemy, clutching onto the emblem of Saren Ray. The cultists charge forward as they get next to the pustule lot. Klaus fires off a round of his magic missiles. When he does so...
You want me to roll damage for that, or no?
No, because you're targeting
you're gonna
the
hit the
pustule.
pustule.
You're going to hit the
Well,
pustule
not-
regardless.
I didn't ask about rolling to hit. I was just saying damage. I don't know if you needed
No.
HP threshold on
You
those.
manage... Actually, yes. I do need to know that.
Max damage.
Kind of figured you might want to.
That.
At least
Thank you
throw
for
it
saying
in
that. Thank you for saying it. That is important.
Whatever's inside is also going to take this damage. Can we just like pop every pustule with like a sonic blast and just start a new one?
Okay.
17.
When you strike the pustule with this array of magic missiles, it seems to burst, and a wild amount of this dark custard-like ichor and a variety of other things seem to immediately burst out. There is a literal explosion. It's not as simple as the perforation that Ulhime had done, but it explodes before. And as this happens, I'm going to give all of them a reflex save. Okay, so
Stay a while.
1, he crits, 2,
So if
he succeeds.
you still have to use the inspiration for one roll, right? You can use it for all of
Stay a
them.
while.
Blind Bumblebee Nebulous Net, thank you so much. I have, as it stands, I have one that I can use at any point. They all managed to succeed to stay on their feet, but they are all going to be hit by... I think that's fair. Plus this. For 11 points of damage, all of them do from the pustule lot that bursts before them. All of them take it. The creature, this Kuatl that is quite literally before you, in its disorientation, it seems to attempt to want to lash out at you, but since you're holding this up, right, like you're holding up your emblem, it kind of looks over and it turns, and it fashions its focus upon the cultists. And when it looks over to them, it's gonna cast a spell upon the cultists. Let's see what he's got. Okay, here we go. He's gonna cast Scorching Ray. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Scorching Ray. And his attack is gonna be...
Ella.
Plus...
His attack will be yes.
A lot. Plus... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna hit.
Oh damn. Yeah, blows the shit out.
3 rays fire out. One, two, three. It seems to be spread, clipping 2 into this guy right here, this one, and 1 into the next. So the first one takes 34. The second will take 11 more. The front line's not looking so hot. Klaus, you've gone. Jacob, you're up.
All right, and seeing as... Oh! God, you know, I'm still thinking about those... basilisks. Can I still see them?
You certainly can. I'm actually trying to find out their speed as we speak.
All right, so I can clearly see that they're on the way.
Mm-hmm. They are not exceptionally fast.
Then in that case, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I'm gonna do Fireball.
Targeting the basilisks?
Nope. Targeting the cultists. I want to get these guys as out of the way as quickly as possible.
Okay, alright, so... I gotta make more reflexes. Holy shit.
Okay, so let's see.
Fails. Fails. Crit fails. Succeeds. Of course. Of course my back to succeed. One of them is going to take no damage. One of them is going to take half damage, and the others will take full damage, so go ahead and roll it.
No, even on reflex it's half.
You
Unless
think... You let me worry about that.
Okay.
You let me worry about that.
Okay. So that would be... Oh, right. I'm down a level, so... 96. Yeah, because my caster level is down. So...
Holy
I'll take that.
fuck! Oh my god.
That's a good
Yeah,
roll.
I could just figure just Jacob's there, just quaking it around his fingers, getting it going and then just pops it off right after that scorching ray. Small mushroom cloud
That's a lot of
appears on the
fire.
horizon.
It's a lot of heat.
And I'm hoping that I get it close enough to actually pop another of these assists.
What is the explosion radius on a
20-foot
fireball?
radius. But I was aiming
Okay.
right for the middle of them, so.
2 of them will die. The front line will die. No, I'm not gonna worry about it hitting another
Yeah,
assist.
no, I don't think it would.
So this fella right here is dead-zosed. He's gone. This guy is dead. That didn't fucking stand a chance, to be honest.
Cycle this.
Okay, alright. Sunn! These guys are just like walking through the hood right now. They were gonna go work out, okay? And you guys just blowing their shit up.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what they get for eating all that way.
I know everyone just got hurt, so I'm basically gonna smoke bomb a healing potion.
Smoke bomb heal. Okay, go for it.
Just fucking toss that shit on the floor.
Alright, you smoke bomb heal potion.
You don't want a roll to hit, right?
No, I trust you're not entirely incompetent at level 10 to hit your feet.
Okay. I would hope so. There you go, friendos.
Alright, everybody heals 18, including the Kuatl.
I'm okay with that.
Ulhime!
It's weird to think I'm not the bottom of initiative.
So I am going to cast Aid on the Kuatl. He's going to get a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear, plus temporary hit points, the 1d8 plus caster level. So
Okay. That's fair. Top of the initiative line. Deia.
So as the gauntlet goes up, he gains an additional 11 hit points temporary, and then he gains +1 on the attack bonus rolls.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Go Super Kuatl. Deia, what you got?
I choose you!
I want to try and turn. I'm convinced that this thing isn't attacking us anymore since I saw the scorching rays. So I'm going to turn and try and attack the things it was attacking.
Sure, makes sense.
And I'm going to fire upon the cultists.
You got it, boss.
I'll fire into like the one on the right here. Just he's the nearest.
Okay. $19 actually doesn't hit.
Okay.
So your 16 will not hit. Your 26 will hit, though. Show me what you got, boss. Give me some damage. Some damage. Now that he's seemed to burst out, let's change the tunes to some of this.
$21 damage.
21 damage. Yikes. Alright. Well, this guy's not in much better shape than the other 2 dead guys. Jesus Christ. They've been pustuled and fired upon and spit on, and now they have an arrow. This guy has an arrow in him. This is unfortunate. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, so let's go ahead and move him over here. He's going to continue charging forward in his full charge round. This guy is going to remain here and attempt to cast a spell. Let's see if he's going to break away. Zoom. Okay. Alright, my friend. Yikes. This first guy's gonna move up and he's gonna try to attack you, Deia. What's your AC?
Probably not high enough. 22.
Okay. Take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Are you immune to poisons?
Yes.
Okay. Then you do not have anything to worry about. Okay. Let's see here. Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob. Jakob. Jakob.
My go, right?
No, not your go. Negative, Batman. I'm
so
gonna attempt to
subject
cast a
to the
spell at
spell.
you. I'm gonna attempt, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna return the Splendor. I need everyone in that area to give me a reflex.
Is this for a spell?
Yep.
Should have geeked the mage.
Oops, sorry about that.
Do I get some kind of benefit because there's a cultist between me and him?
Unfortunately, negative.
Yeah, no, I
20?
Is that everyone? That seems like that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing?
Me. I'm sorry. What was the roll again?
Reflex.
You know, I'm gonna use my first luck reroll on that one.
Sure, I got you.
We have 2 rolls.
Yes.
Yes.
Then I'm also gonna.
Yeah, 29's a lot better. I'll take that.
I bet
I
29
don't
is a
want
lot
to
better.
bet 1 on that.
Deia succeeds.
I agree. The 29 is better.
Jacob
Than 1.
succeeds. Ulhime succeeds. Klaus succeeds. Sunn fails.
I don't like this.
17 points of damage as a fireball erupts in the center of your mass. In your group. It's going to be a burst of fire. Boom.
Oh, fireball? I'll take that. So I take half, and then I also negate.
I negate half. Weird.
No, I negate 5 because I got resistance.
Lucky you.
Take 4 damage.
So 9 minus 5, 4 damage.
Okay. Now that he's gone, I get to move these figures. Not very far yet again.
It's okay.
They can stay there or
They
run away.
can get winded along the way, right?
Now, you guys literally ding the wedding bell, the dinner bell, all of the yum bell. It's all in their favor right now. They want some booty.
Look away while you're fighting them so they don't look at you all funny and paralyzing.
Okay, Klaus,
And by
you're up.
paralyzed, I mean, not that. Petrify.
Swiggity Swooty is right.
Man, let me tell you about all the spells I don't have access to right now. Because there's a few of them.
Oh, trust me, I know that feeling.
Yep.
I mean, I got a couple, so I'm not completely out, but it ain't good.
What I'm going to do is fucking cry. I'm gonna throw a
up on the
magic
floor
missile.
and cry.
I'm gonna throw a magic missile at the caster in the back.
This guy right here.
E.
Okay,
Gonna try
this
to
is
anyway.
this is the one that at this point has yet to release the human skull.
Good luck to him and to me.
I need to see if this works. Yes, it seems like your magic missiles sort of hit some kind of outer shell that is before him. You see it kind of like perforate this field, but your damage will sink in. As it seems to hit your target, the figure has runes draped across her chest. Draped across the chest, and they seem to begin to glow. You can see that this figure, at this point, is a female, and she emblazons the symbol of Weejas.
Oh, God, man. Another Wheaton fan.
Of Weejas. But she takes your damage. Headlong. Klaus, you've cast your spell. Jakobo, you're up, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and...
Oh, Annie closed his camera.
Annie, what did you do?
It swapped places with Red.
Broke it, it.
Annie, why you fail us now?
So we have the one cultist up here, we have the caster, and... Oh, shit, I hate to say it, the caster's gonna have to go.
I'll fix those cameras when Annie comes back.
No, that's fine. In the meantime... Yeah, I'm gonna buff, do a swift, buff my blade, run up, and spell strike him.
Go for it. See what you got. Who's your target?
Ah, caster. So I should be able to get right up in there. And of course, I think this guy... The distances are a little weird to go ahead and figure it out. Would he get an attack of opportunity on me?
No, he's a medium-sized creature. He's not gonna provoke an attack. You're just moving into his immediate threatened range once you get into melee range.
Well, I was talking more about like passing up the other, his friend up from the front row.
Oh, yes, he would be getting a bit of an attack of opportunity on you.
All right.
Even though that he's taken a fucking dick load of damage. Let's see, what's your AC? Jakob.
28.
Gonna miss.
Okay. Let's see. Now with Keen, that's gonna be it's 15. 26 hit.
26 will not hit.
Yeah, I'll let it go at that then. That's cool.
Okay, all right. That was your round. Sunn, you're up in initiative. What you got for me, Sunn?
That puts me at...
That's a good question because I don't know. I don't like any situation here.
I'm gonna back up already here. That's... What is it? It's times 3? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna move over there, and then I'm gonna throw a bomb at this dude's face. And I'm gonna use my selective choices to not hit Deia and Jakob.
Sure, go for it.
Against touch.
They get a...
Wowzers.
Oh, that is not gonna... It's not gonna work. You toss a bomb, lobbing it at their feet, and it just seems to angle off. They move in a way that prevents them from getting struck.
Damn.
Yep. Ulhime.
I'm gonna cast Aura of Protection on us.
Okay, you're gonna need it because you can see that these abyssal basilisks are moving in. The threat before you, while ominous, isn't going to be nearly as bad as these basilisks coming up top of you. You're going to need everything, including this Kuatl, to take action against them. And at this point, while he's immediately not attacking you, he's not convinced that you're not enemies.
But he's nice.
He'll be included in the allies for purposes of the buff.
Yeah, I'm outside of your range, right?
His range is 30 feet.
Yeah.
So if he
Yeah,
uses
I'm
the
well
ruler,
outside of it.
if he uses the ruler and it reaches 10 feet, so you are just within sight of that range.
Oh, sweet!
Just
So I get-
within sight of it.
So how much of a buff to AC does that give me?
+3.
Oh, thank God.
And then +5 to all elemental damage. That'll be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Back to the top of initiative. Deia, what happened? Did your computer die?
No, it was a power surge on my USB ports.
Oh,
So I
well,
turned off my camera and my keyboard, and I couldn't type to you guys because my keyboard wasn't working.
sure. Makes
Bit
sense.
awkward.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I can switch you guys back.
We were fine, weren't we?
No.
Yeah. Unless you want to play Deia.
Oh, right. Never mind.
You're good now.
I was used to any being to the left of me, so I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's fine.
I am going to try and... Did the cultist that was on me step back, or is he still in melee range?
He charged up to you, so he's still in your melee range.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to draw my longsword and I'm going to try and cut him.
Okay, do you have a quick draw won't even so you're just gonna drop your ball it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, but it's better than trying to fire at him from
Sure.
standing in front of him.
Your AC now is 27?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. 26, good thing that was on there. Narrow miss. Okay. Narrow miss. Deia, you can take your attack.
I don't have a good chance to hit, but
Hey! Possible
How
crit,
good
roll
a chance
confirm.
do you need?
that'll do.
Turn him into a vegetable.
18.
18 is a miss.
Yeah, I figured.
Give me some damage.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on some fat Dano to come out here, man. I'm expecting some big damage soon.
I don't even have my damage written down for a longsword. What am I doing? Oh, it's here.
I don't think I've seen you use a longsword yet.
I used it once.
Yeah, you said
a while back.
Okay.
a fight with the succubus.
Gotcha. Is it just a basic?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's
just
gonna
a
be
1d8.
1d8 plus your strength modifier times 1.5. What's your strength mod?
2.
So 3 damage. So 1d8 plus 3.
Yep.
Damn, that's weird seeing 1d8 plus 3 out of you, considering you can pump out some nutty amount. Oh my god.
That's what happens when an archer uses a sword. It doesn't go great for anyone.
Alright, this guy is like, he's been butchered. It doesn't even, you can't even fathom how he's still standing there, to be totally honest.
Breathe on him.
Fucking Mortal Kombat finish him.
Finish him.
Uppercut his fucking head out of his body. Then
All
give
right.
the spine to the other one.
The Kuwaddle before you glances around at each of you. You hear the bleeding of the wings, and with that, he ethereal jaunts. He's no longer on your plane.
That's
Oh.
great.
Bye, friend. Could have used it to help with the basilisk, but okay. Bye.
Just let him get his shit together. He'll come back.
Let's just let him fucking figure out his life real quick.
You better be right about that, Deia.
Deia didn't say it. Deia doesn't know yet.
Look, he's waking up after a long sleep, and right before he went under, not only did he see the battle, his girlfriend broke up with him. It's really torn. So
No. Not only all that, but he just woke up. I know me when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I gotta do, he's just hitting the head.
Oh man.
He's also covered in black ichor, which doesn't sound like a fun time for anybody.
He just wanted to go take a shower. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he went to go shower and shave, and he'll be back.
Yeah.
All right.
And with that, dollarshaveclub.com/Bubbernaut.
I need, let's see. Hey. Not. Oh wait, nope, not Sunn.
No.
But I will just get Ulhime, and I'm not going to get Klaus. So this line of men. So looks like we have Deia, Ulhime, and our big boy here, Jakob. I need you guys. He's doing something, but not quite what you think. I need a will save.
Oh no!
You have to break 19.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Is this
Okay.
a spell?
This is a supernatural ability.
Sniper's the one who passed the will save. You guys stole. I don't know what's right in this world.
Hey, I'm not playing Jared.
Jakob, you take half. Ulhime, you take half. Deia, you take full. As he channels negative energy, she's channeling directly through you, Jakob. Take 12. Ulhime, take 12. Deia, take 24. As you're hit with this disgusting, unnatural, deafening repugnance of necrotic Ouija's energy. It draws upon your very being, and you can feel it. It's horrible. This tawdry feeling about you. It is not good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm a human.
And she is going to take a strike on you, Jakob. For an amount of this much. I'm determining that right now. Oh, okay, that's actually not bad.
How are they striking me?
With a short sword.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Currently
It's pretty high.
31.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whew, lucky. Lucky.
This is why he hangs with Ulhime. He makes me a better, stronger man.
I don't like that. You should stop doing that.
What is your flat foot, sir?
Flatfoot is... I'm trying to figure out. It's normally 23. What kind of buff is it that he's giving me? Is it a
Deflection, so it
bonus?
applies to everything.
Alright, so that would make it 26.
Okay, so I've got an 8. Here we go. Figure materializes before you. As he moves now into the field of vision of everyone else, with an exception to Jakob. You feel a deft motion behind you, and then someone attempts to prod you from the backside.
Hot.
Luckily, I've been in prison. God damn!
Not in this prison.
No, he doesn't hit me.
No, he doesn't hit you. I call bullshit.
His AC is doubled when attacked from behind.
Yeah, I just like anime dodge. Goku style.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see what kind of... No, that's not what I wanted. Getting in the wrong spot.
Oh shit, it is fighting.
You need to make for me...
Forward.
I'm determining that. Very rarely do I get to do this, so I have to read up on it. If the victim of such attack fails a fortitude save, you gotta make a fortitude save. You have to be 10 plus the level of the character, plus this character's intelligence modifier. You have to break a 22 fortitude save.
29.
Okay. If the saving throw fails against the target, No, if this succeeds, the victim is rendered helpless and unable to act for 1d6 plus 1 rounds.
So wait. Even though I succeed...
Well, you succeed, therefore you don't die. You are helpless for 4 rounds. Lucky you.
Oh, yeah, right in front of the damn...
Very lucky.
Yeah, Jacob's just like... and drops to his knees.
Oh boy, look at this amalgamation of movement. Here we go. They're coming. They see that weakness. They want that ass. Klaus.
Are we about to be in a dingoes ate my baby scenario?
Oh my god, are you ever?
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, imagine how I feel. I'm stuck where I'm at for 4 rounds.
I've been where you are. It ain't fun.
It seems like every time, though, I get to one of these particular kind of fights, stuck for 6 rounds, stuck for 8 rounds, stuck for 4 rounds.
You should stop doing that.
Are you surprised at this point?
It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Especially when it happens like 5 fights in a row.
It could be worse. You could be teleported 500 feet into the air to fall down to your face.
This is true.
Just gonna side note that.
Or fall. It could even be worse than that. You could be wished inside out.
Oh yeah, that was actually the same fight.
You could have your teammate turn you into a blood mist.
Well, let's go ahead and carry on, because, yeah, something bad is about to happen to me.
Regardless.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try being the keyword here. I'm gonna try to Scorching Ray 2 of the cultists.
Do it, you won't.
Actually, I could split them. I have 3 rays now, so I can split it between all 3 of them.
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Range touch attacks incoming. Not gonna be great. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you that. Let's see. It's BAB. I don't use it ever. Fuck.
I just had to use Scorching Ray for the first time in probably months, so I feel you.
It's rough. That plus... Okay, so it's BAB plus... What is it, Dex? On a range touch?
Yes.
Alright. So, and that... Minus that.
Damn, dude. Damn. You're lucky. You're lucky you rolled so well, Jacob. That's gonna hit.
Okay. First one. Second one. Not so great. Third one. Also not so great. I assume only the first one's hitting?
Yeah, only your first one is gonna hit. Choose your target.
I'm gonna target the spellcaster. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh,
22 damage.
Fuck. Okay, alright. Alright, can you calm down? Calm down with that shit. Alright, Jacob.
Klaus will calm down if you move these basilisks back another like 100 feet.
Not happening. Not happening.
My level of calm is kind of slowly dropping as they get closer and closer.
My chill is gone.
There's actually, like, it says in here, your players should not activate more than 1 challenge at a time.
But those are normal players. They're pussies.
How many challenges did we activate all at once?
3. 3. 3.
Like I said, those other adventurers, they ain't shit. We show them how you really are supposed to play this campaign. Miserably.
Yes. Welcome to Shackled City, where you can see just how far you can fuck up.
See how far you can make it while fucking up literally every single session.
It's quite astonishing, honestly. It's a talent.
What you got for me, Jacob?
Plan ahead.
What do I got for you?
Yeah, what you got for me?
Can you seizure on the ground?
Bleeding, wheezing, and spitting up blood. I'm helpless.
You're right. You fall helpless.
It's just like...
This is your first round. You've got 3 more of this. Sunn.
I I like him better this way.
Oh,
Play over it back.
Sunn, what you got for me? It's in this moment I feel like they're like, Mr. Kuat'll come back, and he's like, stop tailgating, you piece of teabag.
Is there any way to return from petrification? Is that a thing?
Oh goodness. I haven't even started looking up the rules on this yet.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, there are ways, but right now, folks,
they're irrelevant. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna try to lodge a bomb between these three friends. Would I be able to navigate around Sniper, even though this is technically a little bit further?
Can you? Okay, say that again. Sorry, I was looking at the.
So you know the ability to choose squares that are not my friends.
Correct.
Would I be able to toss a bomb here in between the three new friends and not hit my demon?
I mean, yeah. Technically, you aren't targeting his square.
Yeah. No. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I would say
for the
that's
record. Yeah, half fiend.
Monster.
Yeah.
Not a demon.
Yeah. Definitely monster.
Don't judge me on this. Judge me on this.
Half of the fiend.
That's against their touch.
Oh, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit all of them.
All right. Bada boom.
Damn.
Bada bing, bada boom. I gotta get him out of the room.
And you fucking unfortunately succeed on that.
I missed on the last one.
Wait a minute. I think I clicked on Sniper's character.
He's actually dead.
That X doesn't look like it belongs to Sniper's character, though. That's a really big X.
I know.
Hey! It fits my ego.
No, apparently it was just her.
Yeah. I think it's so big, yeah, because her arms outstretched. Her model is like
the model's a lot larger.
What a weird way to hold a human skull.
Jesus.
So-
Okay. Well, that was a thing.
So poor Jacob, he's just like curled up on the ground, like on his knees at an elbow, and there's this dust cloud of, of mist just comes
poof.
over him. He's coated in blood yet again.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Sunn did a thing. Ulhime, you see this flash of explosion, and then the three of the cultists seem to fall down. Like they basically trickle down from the rupture of the burning. But you do see that Jakob has fallen helpless. There's a tremble in his physical stature. He's moved to a kneed and then soon falling into a fetal position.
Yeah, there's a
Ulhime,
big
what do you do?
fucking knife sticking out of my spine.
What does Ronald do here?
What does Ulhime do here?
Yeah. You're muted.
Sorry, right now I am gonna yell, grab Jacob, and I'll hold my turn.
So you just yell out, grab Jacob.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you're at the end of initiative. So it's going to cycle back up to the top. You just got to tell me when you'd like to come back in. Top of the initiative line. Deia. Dio.
Yeah.
Deia.
I am going to cast protection from outsiders on myself.
Don't suppose we want to go ahead and take a 5 or 10er since we're about to run into the third challenge right off the bat.
You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. Why don't you guys go ahead and pop out? Go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna grab a water. I'll be right back to take any questions that everybody's got. Guys, we're gonna take a brief break. We'll probably start back up again in about 5 minutes. So 10:06 p.m. EST. You can also step away, run to the bathroom, all that jazz. I'm gonna go get something to drink, something to put in my gullet.
Ask us questions about your deepest, darkest desires.
Murdering you.